welcome to day 20 of the holiday card series for 2013. I'm starting out with some dark chocolate cardstock from Simon Says Stamp. This is a really dark brown color. I'm going to score it at 5.5. And just like the card in the previous video, I'm going to do some embossing. And this time I'm using the other embossing folder. Like this is the one that comes with it. Like this is the one I used in the last video, and they come together in a set. So I'm going to use the big dots, which I also used a couple times in this series so far this year. But I'm going to do something a little bit differently. I was at dinner last night with some friends. I have to explain this. I was at dinner last night with some friends, and we had sort of like a gift exchange. And I ended up getting a set of thank you cards that were printed, like printed thank you cards. So they kind of laughed about it because they know I make handmade cards. But they're super cute, and I'm totally going to use them. And it had like this kind of debossed metallic dot on it. And one of them said, oh, well, you probably couldn't do that with, handmade card. And I'm like, challenge accepted. I'm going to try to do it. So I thought of this embossing folder, and I'm going to coat one side with the Versamark ink, and I'm going to coat the side that has the raised dots. I don't want the one that has the raised area in between the dots. I want the one that has the raised dots. So I'm going to go ahead, actually, before I do that, I'm going to take my powder bag, and I'm just going to put some powder down on the one side, and I'm going to add the dots. Add some Versamark to the dots. I'm going to kind of run my Versamark pad kind of all over because I don't want to get the area that is in between the dots, and it looks like I already am getting it. So this might not work, but we're going to try. Alrighty. And then I want to make sure that as I put this in the embossing folder, that it's completely centered as I put it down, because I don't want the Versamark to get on anything until it's centered. Looks like that'll work. Going to take some Post-it tape because I just want to make sure that it doesn't slide around. Let's put a little tape on both sides. And I will run this through my die cutting machine. All right, let's see how that did. Yeah, I did get in other areas, but that's okay. This is an experiment, right? All right, now I'm going to put down some scratch paper. I'm taking gold embossing powder. And I know this is going to stick to areas where I don't want it, but we are going to try this anyway. Huh. It's sticking practically everywhere, but most in the dots. All right, well, I got some of it off just by brushing. I'm going to make sure I brush off this area right here. It's like the gold pigment is sticking. Interesting. Sometimes you have to try experiments just to see if they'll work how you expect. In this case, this was not at all what I expected. I knew it might stick to some areas, but I didn't think it would be quite this bad. But that's okay. We're going to make it work. I think it could make kind of a really pretty rustic kind of style. I wanted more of a graphic style with just the dots, but I think it could still be kind of cool. So I'm going to go ahead and emboss this. Okay, so I got kind of this distressed metallic look. I'm going to go ahead and fold that down. I'm actually rather impressed with how much embossing is on the front of this cardstock. It didn't really warp too much. Like, can you guys see that? I'm really impressed. I think this is the first time I've embossed on this particular Simon Says Stamp color. So super interesting to see how that takes the embossing and the heat embossing. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside while I work on the rest of the card. I'm going to cut out the Merry Christmas die from Simon Says Stamp. I store the die and the stamps that coordinates with it together, but I'm only going to be using the die today. So I'll just run that through my die cutting machine. All right, so now I have some red cardstock. This is from Simon Says Stamp. This is Schoolhouse Red. It's kind of been my favorite red for this holiday card series. And I'm just going to adhere it kind of down near the bottom. And I'm just going to put this straight on with some tape runner. This is going to be a fairly flat card. So adhere that down. All right, and I'm going to be adhering the Merry Christmas so that it's half on and half off the red piece. I wanted the red there so it would give it something to anchor to. So I'm going to put some Tombow Mono Multi Glue on kind of like the bottom half of the Merry, and I'm just doing little dabs of glue, just little dots, because I don't want it oozing out everywhere. I can use my tweezers to sort of get that position just right. All right, and then I'm going to do the same thing with the Christmas and just use the top half. All right, and since I'm keeping this sort of like a one-layer card, I'm going to poke, actually, do I want to poke holes or do I want to just draw? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my X-Acto knife and I'm going to cut some slits right above and below that red area. I'm going to tie some twine. Just using some May Arts natural twine. And I'm just going to start putting it through to the back. All right, and then I can put it through to the front. And I'm going to keep wrapping it like that. So now I'm going to bring this side over and I'm going to kind of loop it so it's a little easier to slide in. Just going to slide that underneath. All right, and then I'm just going to tie this in a bow. And I'm going to add a little white heart. Just adhering that with a little bit of glue. All right, and I'm going to finish this off with my white gel pen, and I'm just going to do dashed lines just on those two ends. In fact, I think I'll have it come down across. All right, and that is the card for today. Super simple, kind of a little bit of an experiment. Hope you guys still enjoyed, even though the experiment didn't really work out exactly how I had hoped. But I still think it's kind of a fun card and very glitzy, kind of Christmassy. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Give this video a thumbs up if you like these holiday card videos and you want to see more. And I have 3 videos for you guys to check out. The first one is last year's day 20 of the holiday card series. The one in the center is from 2011, also day 20. And the very last one is day 20 from the year 2010. So I hope you guys will watch those and check those out. You can subscribe to my channel up in the top corner of the screen, and you can also visit my blog at KaneWernerDesign.com and follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Pinterest. Thanks again for watching, and I will catch you guys on Monday for day 21 of the holiday card series.